Namaste. Now I'm going to present about this video. So at this video, I'm going to present about the gender-based violence, its effects on education, what is its concept, and how we can eliminate it through reducing gender-based violence and harassments in the schools, particularly schools, campuses, and communities as well. The concept of gender-based violence in education refers to act of eliminate violence, discrimination, bullying, and harassment that target individuals based on their gender within education settings. And the major components to reducing wage are particularly promoting gender equality, awareness, and empowerment, and the legal knowledge, as well as physical and emotional support to the different genders who are suffering from different kinds of gender-based violence and harassment with exploitation and bullying as well. And the concept of the violence, what is the concept of the gender-based violence? Particularly, we should inform about it. The gender-based violence refers to any form of violence or discrimination that is based on an individual's gender, typically targeting women, girls, and sexual minorities in over the world, particularly girls, women, and sexual minorities peoples are more suffering from different kinds of gender-based violence. This violence takes various forms such as physical, sexual, psychological abuse, and occurs in different settings, including homes, workplace, and public space and areas as well. It is a global issues, not only any country's issues. It is still the global issues that affect societies across the world. According to United Nations, defined violence against women as any acts of gender-based violence that is likely to result in physical, sexual, or mental harms or suffering to women, particularly women, because in world context, women are more vulnerable due to different kinds of gender-based violence and harassment, including threats of such acts, force, and the deficiency of freedom were occurring in public or in the private life. That is the particularly concept and the meanings of the gender-based violence according to United Nations defined. And some related data are here. I share here some samples of related data which was happened in over the world, the issues on the gender-based violence. For example, according to global prevalence that explored that, the result found that around the world 246 million children worldwide experience of gender-based violence in and around school in every years. That is such a bitter truth to us, because our children are not safe in all over the world. This is the result which have found the UNESCO in Nepalese context as well. Such a similar condition, because around the 85% school-going adolescent girls are suffer from different kinds of sexual harassment and exploitations as well, like the sexual gagging, gesturing, blaming, reflection with others, including that to sexual assaults and rape as well. And the African context, around the 300 million women with age of under 5 years are forced to genital mutilation. Such is the data of the near before few years. So it is still the very bitter truth of the African girls. So similarly, every one girls or woman face forcefully sexual intercourse. Around 10 girls and the woman. Every one girls are suffering from forceful sexual behaviors, around 10 women and girls. This is also the bitter experience to all women and girls, because these data shows that the girls and women are not safe in different countries. So it is the bitter truth of all over the world. Yes, similarly, the prevalence estimate of the lifetime intimate partner violence rate is also very high, and all over the world, the girls and women are suffering from different kinds of sexual violence, as well as psychological and mental harassment and violence from their one partners and the husband as well. So different data on that bitter truth of the world. Similarly, we can found, according to WHO, indicate that the globally 1 in 3 women worldwide have been subjected to the either physical or the sexual intimate partners violence, non-partner sexual violence in their one life. So one woman and girls, around 3 women and girls, they are suffering different types of sexual violence from their one partner and another persons as well. Due to sexual harassment and violence, girls and women are suffering different kinds of sexual, mental, physical and psychological health impact. So to reduce these kinds of different kinds of gender-based harassment and violence, to improve the mental health, physical health, psychological health and women and girls, comprehensive sexuality education and gender equality education is very essential to reduce that kinds of harassment violence to achieve the sustainable goal. Yes, particularly the areas where the impact of the education, that the major area is the education as well. So gender-based violence hampers goals across the education, returns and the academic achievements as well. In many cases shows that because of sexual harassment, violence, assaults, threat the ways schools within the school premises and the teachers and peers. So many girls and the women are suffering on their workplace and schools, because schools, the different kinds of sexual harassment and violence in their working areas, learning areas, their schools bus as well. This create a hostile environment that the discourse is goals from pursuing education. So because of that kinds of hostile environments, girls are suffering from different kinds of fears, different kinds of mental disease, due to they are reducing their learning activities interest, they are reducing their learning performance. That is the very bad experience in the school sectors due to gender-based violence. Similarly, there are many countries. So how to eliminate and address the gender-based violence, to eliminate from the schools areas and in education system as well. So many countries and organizations are taking measures to combat the gender-based violence elimination in the education, where include implementing policies and the legislation that protect students from violence and the harassment, promoting safe school environments, providing through comprehensive sexuality education, gender-based education, and many trainings for teachers, staffs, and addressing prevent gender-based violence, to eliminate gender-based violence from schools and campus, to support the sustainable development goals. And some countries and some also started to train and to provide the training to parents as well, and some policy labels, some government officer as well, to reduce the gender-based violence, to develop the zero tolerance sexual harassment and violence-free environment in communities and schools. And so long-term consequence of the gender-based violence should be eliminated in the education that has long-term positive environment for individuals and society. Elimination of gender-based violence should be very needed, and it should be not only reduced, it should be eliminated from our society, schools, to develop the student-friendly environments, people's and civil-friendly environments. So all types of gender have the same rights to survive freedom in their nation, in their states, in their society, and in schools and working place as well. So it continues gender equality, women's empowerment, and their opportunity for socioeconomic achievement as well. It should be very essential to continuous gender equality, women empowerment, and their opportunity for social economic achievement all way. If any gender can provide and they have the environment to the easy access and easily environment, freedom, working environment, exactly they can do more rather than negative environment. So to achieve the sustainable development goals for providing quality education for, so it could also support to sustainable development goals achievement as well. So this is the one figures of the, according to WHO explore here. Yes, around the 3 women and girls, 1 woman or girls are suffering from different kinds of sexual harassment and violence. It could be psychologically, physically, mentally as well. That's bitter truth is still remaining in our world context. So it should be eliminated to make equal environment to all types of gender. So schools, curriculums, different kinds of other activities should be emphasized gender-based reducing programs in all over the world. Is very essential. These are some reference to related while I have developed some slide. These are the major reference which are here. Thank you so much. Hope you will listen this video and it could be very helpful to reduce gender-based violence, harassment to schools and campuses. Thank you so much.